Warren, in the annual letter this year, you write about the American tailwind.
Yeah. Well, as I point out in there, on this March 11th, in a couple of weeks, it'll be 77 years since I bought my first stock. But if you'd been a pension fund and you put $1 million into the S&P 500 at that time and reinvested it, during my investing lifetime, that million would have turned into $5.3 billion. You would have gotten, for every dollar you put in, you've gotten over $5,000 without ever reading a headline, an annual report. You didn't have to know accounting. You just had to believe in America. And you didn't have to pick the right stock. You just picked America. And if that isn't a tailwind, it's more like a hurricane. I mean, American business has done incredibly well, and America's done incredibly well. And and I go back and I point out that there were two 77-year periods before that, and that takes us back to George Washington getting inaugurated. And there wasn't anything here then. And now you have $108 trillion of household wealth in the United States. We've got something that works. And that framework wasn't that we were working harder, it wasn't that we were smarter, but we had a framework that unleashed human potential. And just think of that, 3 77-year periods, one of which I experienced, and you couldn't help, but all you had to do was believe in America. And you got you didn't have to read the newspapers, nothing. You didn't have to pick a stock.
That worked the last 77 years, but there's a question that came in, T29. This is from Scott Baker. With so many people in the S&P index funds, is it still market neutral and the best investment vehicle for most people?
Yeah, I think it's the best investment because most people don't know how to pick stocks, and most of the time I don't know how to pick stocks. I mean, it's not an easy game, and by definition, people are going to do average. I mean, if you take everybody in aggregate, and if half of them are paying big fees and jumping around and paying brokerage commissions, the other half have to do better. No, it is. As I've told people, and my widow will, I've instructed the trustee to put 90% in an S&P 500 index fund and 10% in governments, just for a feeling of security. But there's been no better bet than America. There's been nothing like it.